So despite loving the Harley-Davidson Pan America and owning one for about 3.5 years, I still have a big problem with the bike. So don't get me wrong, I still absolutely love my bike. Even after all this minor little hiccups that my bike has had, being a first-gen model, I still have a big issue. And it's fairly minor, but it is an issue that isn't really getting resolved. It's continuing to just have a Band-Aid put on it, and I'm gonna probably continue to just have this Band-Aid done throughout the life of the bike. So my major issue with this bike, really my only issue with this bike, is the fuel pump. Now, later models have had this problem addressed. So as far as this problem continuing, I don't think it's an issue anymore. I don't think this is an issue that is a problem with the newer models. They seem to have addressed the fuel pump issue with a multitude of solutions, and there was up to a certain model year they were going to cover that as a warranty item. But if you got an earlier model that's out of warranty or out of factory warranty, like mine, which is a first generation, first year bike, well, I'm kind of SOL, which kind of sucks. So what they did in the later models is they coated the inside of the tank, because the tank is actually aluminum, and they were figuring out that, and when I say they, I mean Harley-Davidson has figured out that the aluminum that the tank is made out of is reacting to modern fuel, and what it's doing is it's clogging up the filter somehow. I don't know if stuff's breaking down or if it's just a byproduct of the fuel and the aluminum. I'm not sure how that works, but because of the tank's made out of that aluminum, it's reacting with the fuel, which is causing the fuel filters to clog and then burning out your fuel pumps. So on the new models, they have a coating on the tank to help give it a barrier between the fuel and the gas tank and make it so that reaction doesn't happen, whatever kind of reaction it is, and therefore making your fuel filter not clog as easy. So to me, what that sounds like is it's an engineering problem, like it is a flaw. To me, that is a flaw. You guys designed this a certain way that didn't work, and now I'm having problems. I'm having problems that I shouldn't have, right? So I have to replace my fuel pump. It's been about every 20,000 miles. And I know some people might be like, oh, that's a decent amount of miles. Like, I don't even put 20. Well, okay, that's you. If you don't put 20,000 miles on your motorcycle, that's completely your doing. I do. And I'll do that within a short amount of time, relatively. And right now I'm on my third fuel pump. Because they go out every 20,000 miles, right now I have about 48,000, 49,000 miles on this bike, and I'm on my third one. And for the near future, I'm gonna have to replace those just indefinitely. I'm just gonna have to go through fuel pumps. It's part of the reason why I got an extended warranty, right about when my factory warranty went up, to just cover that fuel pump, really, and anything else. But so it's pretty frustrating when you go and you ask, be like, hey, this is a known problem, right? And they go like, well, yeah. I was like, well, don't you think they should fix it? No, I'm not asking for a new bike or anything. I'm just asking to fix the problem. Like, hey, I'll take the bike in, coat the tank, give me the new updated fuel pump, and we'll call it a day, and there won't be an issue, right? Like, it should be simple enough. I'm sure there's different steps to that process. That's probably not as simple as I would like to think it is. I'll give them that. That's really the biggest issue that I have with my bike, is the fuel pump. I know I'm gonna have to replace this fuel pump again. So I think that on my next service, which is my 50,000 mile service, is I'm gonna take the fuel pump out. I'm gonna see if I can't change that filter. Maybe just making that part of the process of maintenance, basically, to just kind of see if I can prevent that from happening. I don't know if it'll help. I don't know, but it's something that I'm pretty sure that I can do. And hey, if I can prolong my fuel pump, I'm gonna try it. Because right now, that is the weak point of my motorcycle, is the fuel pump. Help me out, keep the bike running. I'd like to put way more miles on this bike. Help me do that. So I don't think I'm asking for much. I'm not asking to replace like a flaw that was, you know, maybe just something was just made bad and it was just a fluke product. I was like, no, they're all like this. And it's a known problem, and it's a pretty major problem. It is a fuel pump. That's what makes your stuff go. But having said that, I should say that every time my fuel pump has started to go out, it never really went completely out. It never left me stranded in any way. I think I've said it before in one of my other videos where it just started to get louder. And it was just one of those hints and those clues where I was just paranoid and listened to it and know the sounds of my bike, where it went, that's not right. And sure enough, I take it in, they go like, yep, the fuel pump's going out, and they replace the fuel pump. So I'll give it to them, like that part has been real easy and kind of hassle-free of just like, hey, I think my fuel pump's going out. They look at it and they go, yep, it's going out, covered under warranty, get me a new fuel pump, and I'm good. So when I say it's my biggest problem, it hasn't really been a major problem. It could be. It has the potential to be a pretty major problem, and it is a pain in the butt just knowing that, okay, I'm gonna have to replace this one soon. But I mean, that when it doesn't need to happen, it doesn't need to be the case. And I hope that with the new Pan Americas, the new models, I hope it's not an issue anymore. I really do. I hope that they've solved that problem, because I plan on getting another one. Now, I plan on getting a later model. I don't know when it'll be. Right now, this one's still working. It's doing its job. It still runs great. It's still a kick-ass bike. And maybe they'll do something, just kind of change the look of it a little bit, or just make it cool and new, and maybe I'll just have to get another one. But for right now, I love my bike. I want to put as many miles on this bike as I can, because that's what you should do to your bikes, is just put the miles on them, ride them, and enjoy them. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this whole fuel pump problem. Have you had the issue? Let me know. If you could, please subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton, and I will see you guys later. I absolutely love, in the beginning, just kind of developing. Hello? They have still having